All right, everyone, welcome back for another episode of Carnivore Trades. Today is Tuesday, December 24th, 2024. If you're not done so already, please give the video a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Come find me on carnivoretrades.com for swing trading alerts, analysis, and live day trading. Always posting trade alerts and always 2 videos a day, every day. So I know you guys are going to like the content. Except yesterday, you guys missed me. It is holiday season. But I did want to get something out for you before Christmas here. And again, hope everybody has a great holiday and taking the time to refresh and recharge a little bit. But anyway, let's get into it here today. So, gap and go, right? Santa Rally is back on. And I hope some of you guys, I saw a good response from the Sunday night video. And hopefully we'll keep doing that. So, but yeah, thank you for the response there. But we hit some of these levels here. So the numbers I gave to you on Sunday night said watch for this week. You got to get through the 618. Bulls got to do that. And we're doing that here today. And then the next level I said was the trend line right here. I said right around 60.20 to 60.25, depending on how fast it gets up there, right? Because it's a down-sloping trend line. And we're right there. So there's your 60.20. Where else are we? 600 SPY. Right into the necktie here on the 4-hour of the 20 and 50 MA. So we're probably done for the day here. But again, this just goes to show you, again, buy fear. And, that worked out for us again. And that's worked out multiple times this year. So again, when everybody's taking their victory laps and talking about risk off and all this stuff, you just look at the technicals. You look at, you use your proprietary techniques. And usually that'll lead you to the promised land here, and nice rally off the lows. Now the onus is on the bears here to defend. You got to defend here, but again, we're in the holiday period, right? Volume's going to be light. Market closes in an hour. We've only done 12.4 million shares on the SPY, so liquidity is not really going to be there for sellers. You better hope at the other side of Christmas that's gonna come back. You only have 2 days, and then we've got after that weekend 2 more days, and then New Year's. So we've got a shortened period here. It's going to be tough for bears. From what I can see, towards the latter part of the week is where the upside comes in, more so on the Dow and the Russell. They've been kind of behind here a little bit, but again, this has been kind of a thing really all year, hasn't it? The Dow and the Russell kind of, Nasdaq and S&P kind of get those V shapes early, and then we kind of get these later kind of sideways, and then they catch up sideways-ish, and then they catch up type patterns here. Even right here, it's kind of sideways, and then we had that big gap, whereas like the spiders were only down for like 3 days and then they went up. Even here outside of that one candle, we V-shaped, whereas you look at the Russell, it kind of took it a few extra days. That's pretty much normal here, so I don't see anything really off schedule here. And again, just follow the charts, forget the narrative, forget the macro. Right now, the macro, this market has been telling us all year long that the macro doesn't matter, right? And that's a hard pill to swallow sometimes, but you got to do it. And when you do it, it usually works out, right? I'm not, people have been fighting this tape all year long. The breadth, and then we get one sell. See, I told you the breadth, but they were shorting the whole way up, and then right here, the breadth. Okay, you got one sell, you got 1 day. You're taking that victory lap, and gave out the levels in these videos too, to buy for free, by the way, and pretty easy money. So levels are even better at Carnivore Trades. But in any case, we're into 600. We know that's going to be a stall out point. We'll see if the Russell and the Dow maybe catch up a little bit towards the end of the week. But yeah, we get back inside of this channel here. We're going to new all-time highs. So that's the bottom line. That's what y'all came here to hear me say, essentially. But if we get back inside of that, we're going to new all-time highs. So this is the last line here for the bears to defend to me. NASDAQ back above 22K, or at least I think it was for a second. Yeah, 21.94. So pretty close. Triple Qs here, 530. That'll be a level here by the end of the week. And that's not far off all-time highs. Russell still got to get through 225. So 225 is still our level there. And then through that, the upside gets a lot better. We can start going towards 230 and such. This can happen by the end of the week. If we get above 225, we should go to 230. Dow, we got a little bit of a level at 430, which we are through. I don't think it's that important. I believe actually, I'm going to tell you right now, just 437. That's the level. So that's basically the high. It's just underneath the high from last Wednesday. This is upside target for next week. I think downside 425 is pretty supportive. At 430 is honestly pretty supportive too, and we're through that. SMH here. So it's trying to peak above this trend line again. See how it closes. AMD, beautiful liquidity grab yesterday, and really, well, late last week, if anything, right through that. And they did it again, right? They did it right here. It bounced up. We'll see. Maybe this one actually lasts, because this one's actually essentially a double bottom. And it needs to really, this has been trying to get going. Maybe there's some tax loss stuff. This could be a January effect play, right? This is where it was at the beginning of the year. Had that nice rally, couldn't hold the gains. So maybe it's a January effect play. There's a lot of those out there, I think. But AMD hanging in there. We got NVIDIA. Again, there's your liquidity grab, failed head and shoulder. We can get above this line here. I think it's 150 next. And then you got stocks like Broadcom and TSM still very strong. So semis are leading, and they were leading yesterday, and that told us that we were likely to continue to follow through, although I kind of figured that would happen anyway. IGV here, a nice day today. Again, 50 MA hit, pause, and now trying to get through that 104 area. Next level is right up here around 106. That was your breakdown. Take a look at this. Nice short-term level. That was your tail candle high. That got defended, broke down. That's going to be resistance on the way back. Transports, again, coming off the lows, but slower, kind of like the Dow and the Russell. That 200 should hold for now. And I mean, I'd expect at least 16 too to get retested. I mean, that's not even a lot to ask for. Yeah, and then maybe 16.5, 16.6, right? That was the previous breakout level. So those are our retest areas. Let's take a look at bond yields. Again, yields holding up. So nothing wrong here. And, you know, Fed funds is below. Yeah, so we got to move this. They're always so late to fix this, but here you go. We're at parity right now, right? We're at parity with Fed funds. So this starts breaking above that, the Fed's got a real problem. And no one seems to care or know about it, but yeah, it's not the 10-year. 10-year is not the real yield to watch. It's good for the real economy, but as far as Fed funds, it doesn't mean anything. 10-year here, pushing up into 468, 467. That's kind of your next spot. We draw a fib here. You can see, yeah, maybe, well, let's give it to upside to 4. Let's say 4.7. We got the 786 there, right in that area. 30s, again, I talked about 4.75 by end of the year, and we're there. So we're actually at 4.8 right now. And then that may even go to 4.9. We'll see. So long end saying there's problems, but we don't act on that until the market tells us to. A lot of people acting really quickly, and now look, you know, you're already, you know, back to flat or underwater. We'll see. Anyway, and again, if we're going to drop, you know, 30% like everybody's predicting, who cares if you miss the first two, right? Because if you're wrong, you're going to get hosed for another 10, 15, right? Anyway, XHB, definitely respecting rates. It's flat to positive. If this has downside, it's to 100. Retrace, got to reclaim 110, 111. BNQ up 25 basis points here. Nothing great. It's holding support. I think it'll get more of a retrace, but definitely not that strong here. XLF up just under 1%. This has got to reclaim 49. And that red bar high at 49.30. Get above that, this is going to squeeze. KRE, again, holding the gap. I think this will try to go and retest 63.50, 64. Same thing with KRE, or sorry, KBE. You know, it's 58 or so. I think that can get there. Broker dealers also nicely up, and they're close to that breakdown bar high as well. Oil here up nicely. I think we, yeah, You're trying for the third high or low here, but you also have lower highs still. Again, this is gonna, I keep saying this, but this is what I mean, guys. You see this? See how like tight these bands are? Every time you get down here, it's range expansion. We've been down here for a while. It's not going to be, excuse me, it's not going to be much longer. So probably quarter one, maybe they can keep it tight until the end of the year, but this is going to expand one way or the other. Right now, yields are saying up, right? But oil's not doing a damn thing. We'll see. I like XLE down here a lot, and XOP and OIH. You guys know all that. I don't need to go over it. Nice levels there. CCJ flattish. It could turn into a bear flag, but I still think there's a lot of support around 40, 49.50. And M, I still think there's some support here too. If it doesn't hold, 38. NJ, again, still kind of bear flagging. It's extended though. Needs the 20 MA needs to catch up if bears are going to follow through. Nat gas continuing to defy seasonality. I'm looking for this article here. Hold on. Just bear with me. So we have a export growth. Basically, and I guess colder than expected winter. It looks like Cheniere is mentioned here, but anyway, export growth here, so that's helping out. Typically, this is definitely an outlier though situation, as I've mentioned multiple times. $4 is right up here. 410. This is on the F. Continuous. I don't think we're going to stay above 4 because I think we're still in contango or backwardation, but. Yeah, nice move for nat gas. Again, just trail your stop on the way up. It's a killer. Dollar index here up 0.5%. Still pretty strong. Again, oil is not responding here, so there's disparity here. One of these is lying. Yields in the dollar are together, and oil's not acting. Oil's not moving yet. So I think there's opportunity here. Gold again tightening up. Still kind of soft here. I think there's opportunity here as well. Again, yields in the dollar ripping higher, and this is not moving down. Silver, again, getting a nice bounce. Needs to reclaim 31. Platinum, there's that little falling wedge break. I would have preferred a little bit more tightness inside of that, but it's hanging in there. And then palladium here, same kind of thing. Still not there yet. But we'll be watching this closely. Copper on the weaker side still. Lower highs, don't like it. Got to get back above 425 to really start to negate that. All right, Bitcoin here, getting a good bounce. So we figured that this would hold, and it has. I did finally cut my runners on Bitcoin. So I had one from 64.5, and I had one at 96. So I had like a shorter term trade that we were playing, and then one at 64.5. So 52% just in a few months. Gotta love crypto, right? And this is the slowest moving one. So pretty amazing. But I think this is probably, and I could be wrong here, but I think it's likely more that we're in for some chop here. I think it's kind of topped out a little bit with that weekly reversal. That doesn't mean I'm bearish. It just means I'd be looking for a re-entry at some point. And just trying to clean up some of the portfolio here near the end of the year. Same thing with ETH. I think you're probably looking at a lower high here at some point and a tightening range. And then I think it can go higher later. By the way, these are swing trades. So because I know the maxis are going to come in here and tear me apart for saying I sold. These are swing trades. Okay. Don't have a cow. But in any case, good defense there of the 50 and that old trend line. And we'll see if this can tighten up here. So again, right now, onus is on the bears to defend this level. We get back inside of that, I think we're going to fresh all-time highs. I don't think we'll necessarily do it right away, but again, this is why time and holidays matter. You got to look at that stuff before we start jumping on, oh, the tape looks bad. This is it's over. You got to factor these things in here. And yeah, it is a double standard. So, if you're a bear, you got to understand you have to fight that constantly. I stop being, an idealist. Doesn't make you any money. Trust me. Ask me how I know that. But anyways, those are the levels here. We get through that. We're in very good shape here going into the end of the year. And again, VVIX below that key 110 area that I talked about. VIX right now, it's a race to 15. So, and we got about an hour left here, and looks like that's where they want to take this thing. So that should be supportive here and at the end of the day. But, and you guys know the levels, and that's what I'll be watching. So, anyways, you guys have a great holiday. Take care. Enjoy your time off, and I'll see you guys all on Thursday.